Okay, got my cold drinks, got me a apple fritter to munch on. It's now 12:42. It takes me probably, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get over to the coast. Depends on the traffic. I'll be going down Highway 36. Yeah, no, Highway 38 through Cheshire. Then cut over to Franklin and go down that way to Elmira, and then over to Florence. First I'll go up to the, I think it's called the Devil's Elbow. And I'll be listening to Enya, starting with my favorite disc, Dark Sky Island. Probably listen to that for part of the day, and then change over to something else later on. We're getting out of Junction, and I'll come back on when we get over to the coast. Talk to you all later. Okay, we're on 36. It's 66 miles over to Florence, and I forget how far north it is to that little park. But nothing really interesting in here. Just a bunch of hay fields, ryegrass fields, things like that. Just thought I'd pop up here and let y'all know that we are how far it is over to the coast of Florida. I'll talk to y'all later. Well, I was hoping to catch this tunnel with very little or no traffic at all. But this is one of the very few tunnels on the in the Coast Range. River. We should be about 15-20 miles from Mapleton, and at the high water mark. Get straight yet. The tide water mark on the river. I'm going to kick off here. We have 19 miles to go, and talk to you later. We reached Mapleton. This is the upper reaches of the tidewater. And we only got about 14 more miles to go until we hit Florence and the coast. At one point, we had, well, I should say that at one point, a few years back, we had a big gray whale come up the river all the way up here to Mapleton, going out for a couple of days. And it's quite interesting, but to come down here and try to see the animal, it was impossible. Everybody and their cousins were down here. Quite a crowd. The highway was jammed. People were parking wherever they could. Sometimes that was encumbering the traffic. But it was an interesting thing having a whale coming up this river. I've heard about them coming up the rivers into California River. That's the first time I've heard anything about a whale coming into a river here in Oregon. Well, yeah, which is the bigger river in Oregon. Okay, stopping here at Darlingtonia Wayside. It's a natural area. There's a minute. Oops, 2 minutes. A little closer so you can read that. Whoop, too far. There we go. These are a rare plant. They're found in areas here in Oregon and some parts of Northern California. They're one of the few carnivorous plants found in Oregon. I think the only carnivorous plant found in Oregon. That's sure to give you a chance to read all that. There's the little map to the place, and I'll walk out that to the observation deck and back again. Happen to use my wheels to do that with. So I'll walk out there, and I'll once I get out to the deck, I'll film them. They're not going to be very pretty this time of year, but I'll still give them a shot. Oops, wrong way. That's as close as I can get to getting a good shot of the hood, and there's the little appendages that hang down the hood, and you see the little dimples in the hood. That's where those little windows areas are. And then you got the long tapered stalk, and at the bottom of that stalk is fluid filled, which is a digestive juices in the deal. Now you only find these plants like this growing in the swampy areas of Oregon, and there we go. There's a sign up ahead. I'll stop there and photograph it and probably read it to you guys. Okay, right here at the base of this big cedar is a huckleberry bush. Of course, everybody knows huckleberries are edible, and they're quite delicious. The understory here is made up of these huckleberry bushes and the salal. Whoops, went too fast. The salal right there, and there are sword ferns and other ferns in here as well. But the huckleberry is one of my favorites when there's berries on them, and in the more wilder areas, they can be fodder for bears. That's a long ways up to the top of this particular bush. It's probably about 4 feet taller than I am. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you can get a better look at the plant. And that's the leaves of the plant, and the berries will be under those leaves when their berries are in production. And normally, every time I found a huckleberry like this, it's always been a here, let's settle on one spot so it's always wearing out. It's always been full of berries. I don't know how prevalent the bear are in here, but the bear just absolutely loves them. Okay, I think that's enough down here, and we're going to go ahead for the Devil's Elbow.